Hello.
You've not gone back in time, because I'm pretty sure that we had the same outfits on for our February travel day. I mean, I always wear this top on a plane. It's like pyjamas. That's
a bit of a spoiler. This is a travel day.
I mean, the title gives it away.
The title gives it away. Boy, it's 4:30 in the morning and we're off to the airport. As you may notice, we're stood in our... This is the beginning of a vlog series spot. It's either the car or in our corridor downstairs.
Corridor?
Corridor.
Do you not mean like a hall?
Hallway. Corridor.
It's the hall. Anyway.
We've had about 2.5 hours sleep, so I do apologise for this in advance.
Yeah. Up until even 1:30 this morning, for various reasons, did not think that this holiday was happening. But it is happening.
And we're going to head into the airport.
And I'm expecting chaos, because that's all that Manchester Airport has been for the last few weeks.
Yeah, so our flight's at 11 o'clock, but we're leaving super extra early, just in case. So that means there's going to be no security queue. We're going to be waiting forever for the gate to open, for check-in to open, and all that fun stuff. But
it doesn't matter, because we're going to Disney World, going to Disney World.
We'll tell you more later. Well, let's get in the car, because we feel under pressure.
I need to just get through security and then I'll be fine.
Holiday mode.
Yeah, 3 hours sleep Joe is...
No, not enjoying this.
No,
let's go!
Let's go, Disney, Disney.
Give that wolf a banana, give that wolf a banana, give that wolf.
I can see the tower. What's my sign?
The sign's gone.
Oh no.
Jill's mortified that the river bowling sign's gone because she can't do it.
They see me bowling. But my sign. Who do I write a strongly worded letter to?
I don't want to be all cliche and stuff, and I don't want to do exactly what I did last time, but this is duty free, and this is maybe all you'll see of it. Honestly, I understand why they have a duty free. It's the money maker for the airport, but at the same time, did they have to make it so inconvenient to actually get anywhere around it? I mean, there's plenty here if this is your type of thing. It's just not really our type of thing. So that's our whistle-stop tour through duty free. And now we're going to go and try and hopefully get in the Bridgewater for some breakfast.
I thought we were going to try San Carlo this time.
Oh yeah, we could try San Carlo if you want.
Too early for a Wagamama?
Probably too early for a Wagamama. So if you've never been to Terminal 2 before, there's food places up at the top. They've got like a bar, breakfast, dinner type place that's a generic. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a Wetherspoons, that's it. They've got a Wetherspoon called the Bridgewater. I don't know if you can see it there.
It's not actually a Wetherspoons, is it?
No, it's not actually a Wetherspoons, is it? And then they've got a Wagamama and what's called a San Carlos. And I think that's more like a Carluccio's, I think. So
yeah, I think so. I'm not entirely sure,
nah.
to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
But I know there is breakfast and a cup of tea in my future.
Oh yes, it's been a long morning. long morning.
So we've actually decided we're going to do Wagamamas for breakfast.
That may sound a bit strange.
There's a sign that says they do breakfast, because they do. And also the toast is actually cheaper at Wagamamas than it is at San Carlo. So, you know, every little helps, as Tesco say. Now that we're actually through security, and obviously you've seen breakfast, but we're now at a quiet place where we can actually catch you up on what our plans are.
Yeah.
So we are flying Aer Lingus. I will say, We're not on the plane yet, but current experiences, I don't think we will be flying Aer Lingus again.
No. I mean, it's, at the moment, it's not directly Aer Lingus staff that's the problem. It's more Menzies. As we're going to the baggage drop desk, they essentially were lying to people, and there's just no point with that. First, they said that it was open at 7. Then at 7:10, then at 7:20, and then actually one of the staff members actually, it's always been 7:30. It's like, why not just tell the truth from the beginning?
Interrupted there by a gaggle of Jet 2 stuff.
Yep.
Do you think that would be the collective noun for like stewards and pilots and stuff?
I don't know. A formation sounds
Oh yeah,
better.
because flying.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
A formation of Jet 2 stuff.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yes.
check-in wasn't too great. Security wasn't bad.
It wasn't, to be honest.
How long was it?
Oh.
We didn't actually take. So we
Wait,
entered
I
at.
do know how long because I rang my mum as soon as I was through.
Right. Okay. So we entered at 9:36.
8:36.
8:36.
7:36. Sorry.
7:36.
7:36, and I was talking to my mum at 8:15.
So about 30, 40
45 minutes.
Not too bad. Can't argue with that at all.
That's fine. And it was actually well organised. It was all moving well. It was just the Aer Lingus bit, like Andy said, they lied to us about what time. They shouted at everyone in the queue because they were like, "Who told you could queue up here? Who told you this is the desk to go to?" And I was like, "The big electronic board."
Yeah.
More formation flying by Jet 2. I was like, "It's on the big board that it's desks E3 to 6."
So everyone just went up there,
yeah.
saw a queue, and then when they asked, when they asked the person who was directing people to security, they just said, "Yeah, just queue there," and then they completely lost it at people when they
Then
came
were like,
down.
"We have to change all of this queue. This is not how the queue is supposed to be set up." And we were all like, "Okay, but you've also got like over 100 people in this queue."
Yeah.
Because the other thing we've discovered is the flight yesterday was completely cancelled. So this flight
It's full.
There's 15 people from yesterday's flight who didn't get
make
onto
it,
this
yeah.
flight. Everyone else was transferred over, but it meant that everybody at the check-in desk, who basically said, if you are due to fly today, so you've not been delayed, and you've checked in online, get out of the queue and go to the terminals.
Machines.
But if you should have flown yesterday, you had to stay in the queue. There was about, I could count on one hand, and I honestly think there was probably only 15 people that went to the desk, like the automated machines.
Terminals.
So I get that there's going to be people who didn't check in online.
Yeah.
But maybe the flight today only had 15 people.
Maybe. But,
And that's why there's 15
So-
who didn't get on.
anyway, getting sidetracked here. We're flying Aer Lingus
We're flying Aer Lingus.
to Orlando.
If you've watched our previous travel day, which I will leave linked up there, from February this year, we said that we were flying economy on Virgin and that we were basically going to use all our points to just do as many economy trips as we could.
Yep.
We had problems with the dates of flights with Virgin, and the plane changed a few times, so then seats were moving, and basically in February we lost a few days holiday because of Virgin changing the flights, and we didn't want to do that again, so we have paid for economy seats with Aer Lingus. We are going to Florida again in September, and fingers
Hopefully.
crossed we'll be on Virgin again.
On Virgin. But that's very much looking for a redemption out of points. I'd like to avoid paying cash, but this is essentially the reason why we're on Aer Lingus now, is because couldn't find a redemption, and I'd love to use all my points, but yeah. So next time we're going to do the points, hopefully.
Yeah. I kind of have a cunning plan that's as cunning as a fox that graduated from the School of Cunning.
Oh, that's a Blackadder reference.
It is a Blackadder reference. Aer Lingus has on-flight Wi-Fi. So my thinking is, we have a park reservation. We're going to click the check-in button as we're taxiing.
Yeah, because at the moment we're not 100% sure whether this flight's going
with the flight getting cancelled
Yeah.
yesterday. So my theory is, can I use the on-flight Wi-Fi to book Genie Plus, but to set the times so that, like, basically let people get them early on, so that by the time I'm looking, there's only the evening stuff,
And we can get some stuff in Hollywood Studios.
back-to-back rides using Genie Plus for Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
We're going to try.
Gonna give it a go.
Because the worst case scenario, I'm sitting on the Wi-Fi for the flight and doing what I can. The other thing that we have for this flight, which is different, is when we came back in February, we did our global entry,
Yeah.
and with 24 hours to spare.
We got our conditional approval.
Woo! So that means we can actually do the interview section on arrival. So we're hoping that when we get to Orlando Airport, we can do the interview, and then we'll have global entry for 5 years.
Yeah.
And we'll only have to worry about ESTAs.
Yep. But if we can't do enrolment on arrival, as they call, then we've got plenty of time to book an interview as well. So
yeah, so we're going to see what.
So we'll see if that happens, and then we'll tell you our experiences of that. So far, it's been quite fun with the paperwork and the wait times. I've seen people saying it's anywhere from 180 days to 20 days. So
yeah, it was like, I think the full time that they said the maximum it could be would put us on like the 20th of May, and it's currently the 14th of May.
Yeah.
So mine actually came through like 2 days before Andy's, and he was convinced that meant he wasn't coming through, weren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Whereas I'm thinking, I technically work for an American company, and I've previously had security clearance for the UK, so I kind of feel like, maybe that would help. There's got to be fewer boxes to tick, surely.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
anyway,
we're going to go, and we can basically see an Aer Lingus plane, so we're going to go and
see if that's the right plane or not.
Because every good holiday should start with a bit of plane stalking.
Hoping there's going to be no snakes on this plane. Made it! What boogie dance?
It looks like you were walking like an Egyptian then.
I guess.
Are you a bangle?
No.
Anyway. I'll be honest, I'm quite delirious.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep as much. Well, I don't know if I did sleep a lot or I didn't.
You were on and off and snoring throughout the flight.
What do I care? I'm asleep.
So we made it through security. It wasn't actually that bad. I think it was around about 40-ish minutes.
Yeah,
so.
But there were 5 flights all landed at the same time. So,
yeah, so far too many.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was good. Go on.
We didn't actually manage to do our global entry.
No.
So we got to the desk and the guy was like, "Are you sure you want to do this now? Because you're going to be waiting about 4 hours because we can only do them when there's no queue." And we were like, Oh, right. Anyway.
So guess who's coming back to the airport midweek?
Yeah. So basically they do walk-up appointments, and he said that midweek it'll be super quiet. So just do a walk-up. So one of the days we'd planned to go to the malls anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll just incorporate.
We'll bring you along on that fun journey.
I know it's like technically a waste of a day of holiday.
No, because we already decided that we were going to have a day off as part of the holiday. So.
Yeah. And global entry will save us so much time. In the future.
In the future, yeah. I think we're going to do our usual and get a lift. We're staying at Riviera Resort, so.
Oh yeah, we've not actually said that.
Yes.
We'll get to go a welcome homestay.
Yes, our first actual welcome homestay at our home resort, and we actually get to do it. So
This has been booked about 7 times, and finally.
Rest. I think we changed this booking about, must be at least 10 times. And
we kept optimistic.
yeah, optimistic booking during COVID wasn't really a good idea. But yeah, it's our welcome home stay at Riviera. We're here for 2 weeks, so it's going to be great.
Weeks of Disney. We're not doing Universal.
No, we don't.
Universal doesn't offer anything for us.
It doesn't really appeal to us. Not. We'll do it one time, but nah, not for the moment. We haven't ringed Disney to death quite yet. So
I think the thing for me with Universal is I don't really like super big roller coasters or anything, and I prefer the Harry Potter books to the films. Although don't do anything Harry Potter anymore because J.K. Rowling. Because
let's not get onto that topic.
Yeah.
Right. Was there anything that you wanted to do before?
You know there is.
Right, okay. I'm assuming it's got something to do with that Disney shop over there, right?
So, the Disney shop there usually does pin trading. When we came in February, they weren't doing pin trading because they still had all the COVID restrictions in place. So I just want to have a little look to see if maybe, we can start the pin trading.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So you can get the rideshare app, so Lyft and Uber, from either A or B. We tend to go B. They're in like the corners, so it's like B1.
It's really dramatic, which is the...
Yeah, true, it's like there, but there's A1, A34, B1, B34 I think it is. So
actually, it was actually showing all doors this time, so...
Oh!
And rather than just 1 and 32, so...
Sorry, I just like totally cut you off moving the camera there.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's where we're going, to get a lift. So Andy was right, they're actually doing from all numbers at the minute, so we're going from 30 because it was the one directly at the bottom of the escalator. This is the first time that we've been in May. It's hot. I'm going to be so thankful that America does aircon. Finally checked in and into room 8714 of Riviera Resort. So in true Park Pioneer, not really know what we're doing vlogging, it's a bit of a mishmash of a travel day. Let's do a room tour. So like all room tours, door, then when you come in you've got the door that goes through to another room, so if you wanted you could add this on as a lock off, so I'm guessing it must be a 1-bedroom on that side. We're staying in a studio this time. This is the closet here. It's really actually massive one, to be fair. Extra pillows, extra blankets, a steam iron, safe, folding wash basket, thingy suitcases, vacuum cleaner, ironing board, loads of hangers for days. Behind the door there's also a coat hook as well, which, given that it's May and some of the thunderstorms have seen the park flooding, I get the feeling we might be using that for waterproofs quite a bit. A gigantic mirror, hello. Then we've got a little kitchenette. So the main difference between the studios and the 1-bed is it's more like a bed sit, I guess would be the UK equivalent.
Yeah.
Where you've got like the kitchen area and then the bed. But we'll get to that. So in the kitchen we've got a coffee machine, microwave, toaster is up there. As with Saratoga, you can request a whole host of other things. Looks like there's a can opener and a bottle opener. In this one we've got the ice machine, some tea and coffee, and then the paper plates and plastic cutlery. That's one of the big differences between a 1-bedroom and a studio, is that studio, for some reason, they only give you paper plates and plastic cutlery. I'm guessing it's because there's no dishwasher and they think that people won't wash dishes on holiday. I don't know.
Sort of makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Cupboard underneath with washing liquid. So clearly they're like, hey, here's some washing liquid, but we don't expect you to wash dishes. Bin. And then instead of it being a full fridge freezer, you get just like a half fridge, under counter fridge, but with a tiny little like cooler compartment rather than it being a full freezer. Then coming through, you don't always get Andy's shoes, they're just my luxury. This is the bed. and they nicely left us a Mickey. Doesn't really count as a hidden Mickey, does it? It's just a
Mickey.
Really obvious Mickey.
2 bedside tables.
2 bedside tables, which, if you've watched our vlogs before, you know that that is my pet peeve, because when 2 people wear glasses, one of you can't see in the morning. Really cute artwork. Mademoiselle Mouse. And this one, which I'm guessing is like is it the Amalfi Coast?
Yeah.
This pulls down into a bed the same as at Saratoga.
So if we have an argument, I've got a separate bed.
A little seating area. Oh yeah, there's a sofa there as well, like the pull down. Not sure if it was a Murphy bed. There you go. Seating area, mirror, ginormous TV as is American standard, and then this also pulls down into a bed, which Andy will expertly demonstrate, because look at how cute Pascal is. Adorable. And then last but not least, we have a balcony, which we are looking over the pools, so trying to like get a shot without getting people, or at least like, you know, that you can tell is people. There you go, you can kind of see. I think if we stood on the balcony, if I can find out how you actually get out onto the balcony. Where is the door? There is the door. There we go, made it out onto the balcony. There's an Andy, and yeah, there's everything. The 2 pools. And that's Caribbean beach resorts that you can see as well. And then back inside for the bathroom tour, which, I mean, all the bathrooms kind of look very similar. It has a sink. It has just a standing bath. It's not got the big roll top baths that the 1-bedrooms at Riviera have. Toilet and a pretty ginormous shower. You got that one and the rainfall one. Oh thanks, yeah, lights would help. It has a seat. I guess if you get bored taking a shower you can just have a seat. Well, yeah, there you go. I know, like, disability rooms often have seats, but it's not a disability room because there's a big old step to get in it. And more cool artwork, which is giving me Moana vibes. So I feel like that artwork should be in the Polynesian, really, but it's cute. We're going to get changed now and head into Hollywood Studios. Oh, I've just totally realised I never actually said whether Genie Plus worked on the flight. So I got the in-flight Wi-Fi, I got the top package that they have, which apparently gives you access to every site that you could possibly want. My Disney experience didn't work and the Disney websites didn't work. So I sent an email to them, to the support desk, saying like, the Disney website's blocked, because every other website I could think of was working. The Wi-Fi was like, it wasn't the greatest, but you know, I was on a plane over the Atlantic and I wasn't expecting great speeds, but it was pretty good. Anyway, I sent them this email and they came back saying, this is how internet works when you're on a plane, so some sites might not work. I was like, yeah, that doesn't really answer my question, because if I can get on every other site, why can't I get on the Disney site? And they replied again saying, you'll have to contact Aer Lingus. And the reply was from somebody saying that they worked for Aer Lingus. So, not sure how that works. But yeah, couldn't do Genie Plus. We did have a look as soon as we landed to see what was available. But there wasn't really anything. All the wait times were ones that we'd be happy waiting, so there didn't seem any point in doing it. We have literally had a shower, unpacked, had our owner's locker delivered, and we're heading out to Hollywood Studios. It is 17 minutes past 7 in Orlando.
And the park closes at 9, so we've only got an hour and a bit. So
we do have an Ogre's Cantina reservation though for 8:55.
Which I don't know how that's going to work. Is it a 5 minutes in there and kick us out, or is it going to be like Remy when Disneyland Paris, where they just escort you out the park after you're finished?
I mean, they do say that like if you're in a queue, like a ride queue at the park close, then they basically fulfil everyone who's in that. So maybe like kicking out time is actually like 10. So that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make more.
Or maybe the app was just wrong when I looked. Who knows? But we found for us, Skyliner, the best thing to do to avoid jet lag is to just power through.
Yeah, just get out and do something. So we're probably going to stay up to around about 10 o'clock, which would make it a long day. A 24-hour, maybe 25-hour day. So
yeah, and because of not getting any sleep the day before, so it actually, I would have been awake for like 40 out of the last 48 hours.
Yeah, it's not good. But hey, we're going to power through and then crash, and we've got a nice relaxing day at Epcot tomorrow. But first, we've got this.
Hollywood Studios. I want to try and get on Toy Story Mania.
Do you? I'll give it a crack and see what the queue's like.
Start my redemption arc.
No, it's not going to happen.
It is.
Nah.
It is. I'm going to tie your hands together.
That's cheap.
No, it's been inventive. If we don't include the monorail at the airport and the Skyliner, then our first ride of the holiday is indeed Toy Story Mania at 15 minutes. So basically walk on.
It'll be rude not to.
It would definitely be rude not to. I'll let you off and not tie your hands together just yet. But when I lose, then I think inventive tactics will have to come out. Oh, you weren't best in vehicle though. You were denied. 6,000. Heading into Galaxy's Edge now to go to Ogre's Cantina. This is where the entrance is to the Galactic Star Cruiser, and there's now also a shop that's opened up right next to the ship. Don't think we'll be going on Galactic Star Cruiser anytime soon.
No staring is rule number 2, and no quacky and monkey lizards.
Just walking out of Galaxy's Edge now. We've already had one drink in Ogre's, but we're both shattered. We've definitely hit the wall, so we're going back to the resort and going to bed. It's 20 to 10 Orlando time, so it's like 3 AM UK time. As we're walking out of Galaxy's Edge though, without any people, there's so many more noises that you like just don't realise are actually here. It's awesome. Like vents that you can hear water running out of and things, just don't hear, because usually you just hear people. Very cool. And also just Galaxy's Edge looks so much nicer at night.
I noticed something in Ogre's Cantina. To be fair, it's the closest we've ever actually been to Rex, but I noticed that he's got a retainer bolt on. Insert picture here, Joe. And so I mean, Rex is a bit of a slave at the cantina, so
Justice for Rex.
Joe wants to start a campaign of Justice for Rex.
Hashtag Justice for Rex.